All right. What's up, y'all? This is the first episode of the Not For Sale podcast. I'm Jonathan Arrington, the founder and CEO of Free.
What's going on with y'all? It's your boy Jordan Maffett. I am the graphic designer of Free.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Rahmani Holt. I'm the creative director of Free.
Yes, and like a lot of people have been saying, like, I wear my shirt a lot, my sweatshirts, my t-shirts, my hats.
People peep the drip.
They do. And I wear this a lot of the time, and every time I wear it, people be like, yo, what does free mean? So allow me to actually go into it. I mean, we all have reasons why we wear free, why we believe in free, why we're with free. But my conception of why I believe in free, well, first things first, Free is a multimedia production company that is based in PG County, Maryland.
Don't forget we black owned.
And we're black owned. As you can see, we are all black. Not on some Atlanta, Kevin. You know what I'm saying? We're black owned for real. But I think I created, well, my thought for creating Free is that as a person of color in America, it's hard to consider yourself free if there are people in America who are in cages, literally in mass incarceration, in cages of their own mind. You can't say that you're free if black people make up majority of the poverty rate in America. You can't say that you're free if black people struggle to even make it to 4-year institutions to get degrees to move ahead in this society. So that's where I considered Free, why I came up with Free. And I think in order for us to, as people, even begin to realize that we're free, we need to acknowledge, that we're free. Mm-hmm. And by acknowledging that, that's how we can be able to come together to realize, okay, now that we're not free, how can we be free? That's why, that's my thing of Free. So I can pass it to Jordan, see what Jordan thinks of, what free is. And we all have different interpretations. That's what life is. So I'm curious to hear his perspective.
I mean, when we came together and you showed us the idea of Free, I always thought of it as like a place for all of us to really express ourselves artistically, creatively, emotionally, putting how you feel on paper, on canvas. Free is just being you, for real, just expressing yourself in any form, not even giving a fuck about what anybody else think, just being you. I hope with this group, with this company, I want people to be able to be creatively free. Find different ways to express themselves, being, free.
For real. 100.
Yeah. Well spoken. To me, to be free is to...
Free?
I would say if you're free, you are... Damn, I'm blinking right now.
Bro, it's fine.
We're going to keep all this
shit.
Yeah,
who cares, bro? Just be real.
To be free.
Like what they supposed to be real, son? Yeah, be really real?
Be real, son.
Be real, son.
Nah, but to be free is to be yourself. It's to find what makes you happy and what brings you joy and what brings you peace. And just do all you can to excel at that practice. For me, like I said, I'm a very creative person. I paint. I try to make beats. I try to write scripts. Just just finding new things about myself, learning about myself, and just trying to do things that make me happy. And yeah.
Real shit.
And like, what's crazy? I don't think y'all not trying. You're doing.
Yeah, you're actually doing it.
100% doing it. I think, and our name is, the Not For Sale podcast. This name came about because you have 3 black men who are sitting here being vulnerable, who's, talking, being real with themselves and being real with each other. And the fact that these are just not any random people that I've met. These are my brothers. Like, I love y'all a lot. I love y'all. I sacrifice. I do whatever it is I take to make sure that y'all there. And the fact that I have y'all there and be able to talk to y'all on a platform, you can't sell that. Like, you can't put a price on that. That's why this is not for sale. You can't put a price on peace of mind. You can't put a price on really freedom. You can't put a price on feeling free. Like, I mean, freedom, feeling free. I kind of contradict myself in thought, but you can't put a price on that. This is why I considered why I love the name Not For Sale. Monty came up with the name. He sent like 5 names, and I don't know what it was, but like
different.
Yeah,
I was like them free boys.
Yeah, but it was Not For Sale. Really just clicked with me, man.
Was a hit.
And
I like the To Pimp a Podcast, y'all too.
To Pimp a Podcast was dope.
It was tough, but hey.
But I just didn't, want to.
Yeah, we.
But
we not for sale.
What do you mean? I mean, at the end of the day, you ain't taking away from Kendrick because Kendrick on some other shit.
Yeah.
Like,
he on some other shit.
But we on not for sale, so we on some other shit too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If K-Dot, when he went out hopeful, when he listens to it, he'll be like, oh, look at these little niggas fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? But I think just to shift gears a little bit, so we covered this, why and like who we are, but like how this all came about. Personally, like I honor these two men that are sitting beside me right now. Like I don't think I would be here personally. There wouldn't be a free if it wasn't for like these two guys beside me. Like we all met in different ways. We all have different stories how we really became not just friends but brothers. And like I'm gonna start personally. I'm gonna start with Monty. I'm gonna start. We can all, it don't matter. But I'm gonna start with Monty. Like you can talk about like how you met both of us, how you like got to know us, how you realized that we was the niggas. Like not the niggas. I hate to use that. I'm sorry, but how you realized that like we was like,
I mean, it's real.
No, it's real. Like how you realized that we was like yours. Like how you realized that these are like this is your family right now. Like you know what I'm saying. I just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Oh, so you want okay?
Yeah. We start with you.
All right, so. Well, before I, met Jonathan and Jordan, I was going to school at Benjamin Stoddard. I was there for 6th grade.
Niggas in Marlow Heights, boy. That nigga's in the ghetto.
He was in the trenches.
Marlow Heights finest. I was at Benjamin Stoddard. This whole situation with, PG finding out where my brother goes to school at and stuff. So they switched me to Isaac J. Gordine. And, yeah, seventh grade, go to Isaac, and I remember, like I said, like I told you all the time, I remember the first day, like feeling like I was having like a panic attack or something. Like I couldn't.
The first day at Isaac.
Yeah. Like
okay.
I couldn't breathe or
word.
something because like I just didn't know anybody. I was just like sitting by myself at the cafeteria tables and stuff, and I was like, damn man, I gotta like branch out. I gotta find somebody. I gotta talk to somebody. I met Jonathan Blakes. That's another person.
Oh, shout out John Blakes.
Yeah, shout out him.
Sandbox.
And started playing football for the Fort Washington Stallions.
You know what the Stallions is. I ain't know you play with them.
Hey, Stallions did more than just win chips.
Then that's where I met. That's where I met my boy Jordan, my boy Shamari. If you watching. And
Mari gonna be on here soon.
Yeah, he gonna be on here soon.
Y'all gonna see Mari.
And so I met Jordan through football and
getting them chips.
Yeah, doing our thing, doing our football thing, and
doing that shit.
Me and John, we met through gym class, right?
Yeah, it was gym class, man. It was
gym
basketball. Gym 8th grade.
Yep, and just. We was like I was saying, like we wasn't the closest at Isaac, but once we got to high school and stuff, that's when things started clicking.
Yeah, man, it's funny. Like Monty, when we was in 8th grade, Monty had all the followers on Instagram. I used to ask Monty for the followers. Monty used to have. I have right now. I have like 500 followers, and you know what? It's crazy. I have 500 followers, and I've been having Instagram since 2012. That means like in 10 years I only
you know what's crazy?
It's a different story for a different day.
Yeah. It's like you got more followers than me.
Yes.
He's talking to start all over.
Yeah, Marty.
You talking all that shit. You got the most followers at all.
Yeah, no, but that's deep. Like Marty used to give me followers. Like I ain't gonna like probably 100 of my followers came from Monty. And like I met Monty because I remember one time it was like during our like 8th grade year. And Monty used to have the highest high top fade. This is like during 2012, 2013 when people like you had the fade, like only a few people could really rock the fade.
Nigga, that's where he got his superpowers.
Yes, and this man, I remember he came to school one day, his fade was cut low. Everybody was like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with this nigga? Like, what? He's on one, bro. And I was sitting there, and then like Monty, because I ain't about to just be laughing at somebody, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they going through because Monty wasn't my man's like that. So we was to the side. I was like, hey man, like you alright? Like what happened? Like what made you do this? Like all some real stuff. And he was like, you could say you remember that, don't you?
Yeah. So yeah, I had to cut my hair off just because my mom, she was doing too much. I love you, mom, but still, yeah, she was doing too much. made me cut my hair off because I broke the blow dryer. Because, like, you know, when I had the hot top fade, like, that was, like, my, you know, pride and joy right there. Yeah. Like, I was always picking it out, blow drying my hair so it could, like, sit up high and shit. But, yeah, I broke it one time. She was just like, yep, we cutting it low. And the rest is history.
It was, but it's crazy how the universe works. If that didn't happen, we wouldn't have that in-depth convo. Yeah. Who knows? You may not be sitting on the right side of my couch, nigga. But that's how life works. But nah, that's some real stuff. Jordan, how you think? Jordan, you got different sides how you met both of us. So
I do, cause I remember money back when we was getting them chips. And I'm talking about them chips with the dip. You already know we was getting them chips with the dip. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't play football. I'm a basketball dude.
Hey, hold on now. We're gonna stop you right there because how I met you, John.
No. Go ahead. Keep finishing, Money.
I mean, but like that's how me and Money met. Yeah, we was them Stallion boys, right? Mm-hmm. We went to Isaac. Nah. Actually, now that you said that, there is one thing that like really made me and Monty boys.
Yeah, for real.
And it was the New York trip.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, hey, y'all be telling me that. I'll be like, damn, I wish I was cool with y'all.
So basically, during this trip, right,
damn, that sounds like a good time.
It was me and we was in the same room with these like two other people, right? Mm-hmm. And before we even got to the room, we went to Sabrero's, right? The little Italian place.
I love Sabrero's.
But to this day, I never went back.
I'm never
going back.
I love Sabrero's,
never going back.
I love that spot.
I don't even know. I don't even remember what the fuck I ate for real.
I think we just had pizza, I believe.
They pizza is dirty over there, bro. And you was in where? New York, New Jersey?
It was in New York.
Absolutely.
It was in New York.
That shit probably tasted good when you first had it, though.
Never forget
I remember
that shit.
Going into the bathroom, just looking in. I didn't even use the junk. I go into the bathroom, bro. It was literally shit all over the walls. On the toilet. I'm like, yo.
On the walls?
Yes.
Yeah, bro. That's
all love from New York.
New Jersey. This is the nastiest.
All love from New York, but y'all nasty. Anyways,
we love y'all, but y'all nasty.
Y'all disgusting. But we went to the Sabrero's and I forgot what the fuck I had. But I get back to the room and my stomach just not feeling it. My stomach was just not feeling it. And I remember just laying there and one nigga was like, just drink some tea, and like forcing tea down my throat, right? No homo.
But like, come on, you don't gotta do that here.
You're right.
Not for sale. You don't gotta do that. You who you
right.
are.
We accept everybody.
Yeah,
no judge free zone here because we're free. We're free.
Good. Yeah.
But they tried to get me up because I forgot what the fuck we was doing. Mm-hmm. So he's like, get up. I get up. I'm good for the first two steps. Mm-hmm. And I just remember throwing up on this nigga Monty socks, man. Fuck, like, bruh.
I was just...
You would have thought this nigga took like 5 shots of Kraken or something.
Hey, dog.
This man just had some Barrel's pizza.
Hey, that's a different
13, 12 years? Oh, that's a different story for another day.
It was 4 of us. We was in the room. It was me, Jordan, Keontae, and Jeffrey. And I don't know why this man Keontae kept on trying to force Jordan to drink tea.
Bruh.
For what reason? Like, if a nigga feel like he about to throw up, why would you force him to
drink
something?
If you feel like you gotta throw up, you can't have
nigga.
You just gotta, if anything, unless you gonna stick your fingers down his throat himself. Not even ginger ale.
Shit.
You guys just gotta let it go.
Shit.
Like, the bathroom was over there. He could have just walked to the bathroom and
easy. Give me 100%. Some Canada Dry. If y'all would have handed me Canada Dry that day, I'd have been set. All I'm trying to say.
And the don't always do the job,
hey,
bro.
Man.
I guess we'll never know. I guess we'll never know.
So yeah, that's how me and Monty got real close after that one day. Cause I threw up on this man's socks and he still was like, "You good, man?" I'm like, "You a real nigga."
Yeah, that was a moment. I ain't gonna lie.
That was one hell of a moment. Then I meet this man John. Mm-hmm. Now mind y'all, he just said he don't play football.
I'm
right?
a basketball guy.
He's a hooper.
I'm playing basketball my entire life.
John's a hooper. Right, so I go up there to the first day of high school football practice. I'm like, John, what you doing up here? Mind you, we all went to the same middle school.
We did.
So I'm familiar with John. I'm like, John, what you doing up here? Right? He like, I'm up here for the workouts. Little did this man John know, John signed up for the football team.
I signed up for the football team without signing up for the football team.
And let me tell you, that summer, that whole summer, June 13th, that whole summer, hell.
Nah, it was hell.
Torture.
It sucked, bro.
It was terrible.
But and it's funny, like what you said is so spot on. Like I feel like if I was a senior and instead of me, because we went in as like 13, 14-year-olds. Like I think I just turned 14.
Yeah.
Like that July 2nd on 4th of July weekend, I just turned 14.
Freshman year was 14.
Yeah, so I was 13 before we did all that.
Yeah.
So I was 13 for a month before we, we were
going
working
through
out.
torture.
Going through hell. And I think maybe if I was like, 17, 18, like I may have looked at the process different, but as a 13-year-old, I said, what the fuck?
When that's brand new to you,
I said, what
that's
are we doing?
It was a whole jump.
Man, we in a line. We doing high knees.
We bench pressing.
I'm like
what
we
the
doing
hell?
stuff at 13. I'm like, what the fuck are we like? What are we doing, man?
It felt like I was like a prison yard. But
It
they
did,
were doing
but-
like a whole workout routines for the prisoners.
Yeah, but I can't say that me and Jordan. That's when me and Jordan got the closest. Like every day we would lift for like 2 hours. After we live for 2 hours, we run for like 2 hours, and then after the 2 hours, we just watch varsity, just run routes. And then but it's during those 4 hours, me and Jordan, we
stuck by each other.
We stuck by each other. We bench after each other, and Jordan way stronger than me, but we bench after each other.
Look, I made sure me and John was not. I was not cool. I was like, bro, I'd be like, don't talk, don't touch me. My man John wasn't there, man.
Yeah, nah, it was real. Like we be working out together, man. I see Jordan, me and Jordan make eye contact after we do some like 3 little back and forth joints, and me and Jordan look at each other like, bro, I want to quit. And then as soon as you put your hands on your knees, varsity like, get your hands off your knees. I'm like, damn, man, like, nigga, this shit tiring. Like,
catch a breath.
yeah, like this shit was tiring, but that's real stuff, bro. That's just stick with me to this day.
This
day. But
it's
that
like real pain brings people together, though.
Yeah, no, we all have different stuff. Like, of course, like most of these stories like interject, like not interject, but like they come in. Like
they all align.
They align, absolutely. They definitely align.
It's crazy how they all align because literally the first day of school, all 3 of us
had the first class,
same
mod.
homeroom.
We wouldn't have never known that we had the same homeroom. I walked in there, I saw Jordan. I said, "Oh shit, it's cool." And I said, "Marty." I was like, "Oh man." And then it's funny because literally like a month or 2 after that, the outlets, the Tanger outlets open, and then me, Monty, and Jordan, and my nigga James Gorman. Shout out James Gorman.
Shout out to my man James.
Yes,
Gorman,
James
man.
went with us, and we went to the outlet. And that was like the best time I've ever had at the outlet.
Literally.
And then we all got the same. We went to Nautica. We got the same shirt. That shirt was $15.
Bruh.
And we all got the same shirt. I still got the shirt. I got the shirt.
Deals from that day.
That day.
At the outlet.
It's never been the same.
Bro, I went up there with $20 and got like 2-3 shirts.
Yes.
Bruh.
That's when you go to Nautica, you go to Express. Because Express used to have the tough shirts back in the day. I still got 3. I gave like all my Express shirts to people that I really love, but those Express shirts was on some other shit.
Awesome, bro.
Like,
yeah, that was good time.
Yeah, like for real. Like, and I know like we going all over the place, and I know y'all probably sitting there like, bro, what are y'all niggas talking about? But this is like real stuff because I say this to say like these aren't just any random people. Like
we ain't meet offline.
Yeah, we didn't meet offline. These is like my brothers. Like we fight each other. We disagree. We be like, yo, we leave the chat.
We got ups and downs.
Yes, then one of us hit each other up like, yo, add me to the chat. Like it really be like that. Like these, I can legit say like these are my brothers.
We
man.
family.
Like we known each other for almost like a decade now, right?
Past a decade.
Yeah, past a decade.
We passed a decade. Like this is some real stuff. Like I think. And like the kind of, I hate to use this word, but the segue, because they were using that shit for posse like a long time. Shout out posse, but they've been saying like segue, but the segue like we all have different goals. Like these are my brothers and we love each other, but we all have different goals for this shit. Like
we just got the same mindset.
We got the same mindset. Like Jordan, what you think? What's your goal? Like I mean, we both have a goal for Free. Like we want Free to be as big as like Paramount and all these Lionsgate, all these big Showtime and HBO. HBO's the pinnacle. Shout out HBO. But like, we have all these big things. But what is your goal for like Free? Like, what do you think? Like for Free and then like for your own personal goal.
I mean, for Free,
yourself. outside of free. Fuck free, in a sense, but like, you know.
I mean, for free, I want to build like a community of artists, a community of creators to like come together and really like have a place where it's open to like express themselves. Feel free on the canvas. But my personal goal is to really just. I have a whole bunch of projects I want to do, like comics, animations, different paintings, clothes, fashion. It's a lot I want to really get into. I want to start making more beats because you got me into beats. You got me into making beats. I like making beats. It really like it's fun. It's free. Like I feel free doing all these things. So I want to actually like spread this feeling to like others and like have other people like really, delve deep within themselves, really pushing themselves, really challenging themselves. So I'm just here for real to just be that guideline, be that pave the way.
That's real shit.
John, you want me to go to next?
Yeah, come on, man.
All right. Just making sure. Because I don't know how to, the flow of things. But, okay, so my goal for free is like, we want to be the people to, like, branch out and, like, collab with other people, work with other people. And, that's going to be, like, our way of growing. And, for me personally, I say that I want, because recently I got into making beats and writing scripts, and like I feel free when I do these things.
Amazing. They both amazing at the shit that they do.
Yes, I can't wait to share them with you all. But so like that's something I've done recently, writing scripts and making beats and stuff. But my whole life I've been making art. Drawing, painting, you name it, I've tried it, I've done it. And I don't know, I just want to grow as an artist and have, like I said, have my work broadcast, to many people, around the world. I don't know if I told y'all this, but like recently on Instagram and stuff, I've been having like people from like Paris and stuff like follow me. That's deep shit. Yeah, and they like it's like other artists. Yeah, it's like other artists.
That's where you need to be.
Making art, and they're following me on my page and stuff and looking at my stuff, and I'm just like,
that's where you need to be, man. As a black person who's been to Europe, bro, there's no better art scene, and it sucks. I want to bring that. That's what inspired really me to do this. Like, there's no better art scene than like Europe, and like if you could like that feeling of like being who you are, experiencing, like saying how you feel, but bringing that to America. But Europe, it's just so different how they like, yeah, man, like you have it, you see it so left field. Like, tell me how it is to be black in America. Tell me how it is to be that. Like, the fact that people are following you and feeling your art in that extreme.
That's amazing. Because
Europe is, they ahead of us.
Yeah.
Them niggas, people in Asia. You know what I'm saying? It's Asia, Japan, not Asia, Japan. I'm sorry, Asia, Europe, and then it's us in terms of how they see art and just like colors and themes and ideas, bro. And they ahead. They made PlayStation. What the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Like, I'm not trying to, be stereotypical.
They made Nintendo. Oh,
yeah, like, let's be real.
There's some creative individuals.
Yeah, like, that's real stuff, man. And we'll talk, but we're gonna talk a lot, and we just tapping into like the basics of it.
We're just explaining who we are.
Yeah, we are. Like, that's real, man.
Yeah, I want to be like. I mean, I look up to these people, like these artists, like Basquiat, Keith Haring, Frida Kahlo, George Kondo, who else? Takashi Murakami. Like, I love art by them, and like I love what they do.
Yeah, don't get me started on Basquiat. Boy.
Go check out.
That's gotta be a whole episode.
Yeah, we gotta do something. Like
we
this.
love Basquiat over here, man.
And by the way, go check out his art, man.
Yeah.
Go
all
check
they
it out.
art,
all of it,
yeah.
like
all of them.
Go check it out.
My Instagram is WhoIsRahmani.
We're gonna put it all up at the end.
We're gonna have it in the description.
We're gonna have it all up. We're gonna put it up periodically.
Go check it out and see the true beauty between like what you call it, like abstract with the style of art.
Oh,
yeah, with your art style.
Yeah, I recently got into this style. Like, it took me a while to actually find it. but
its own style.
My work is like a mixture of abstract and representational.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Because I remember when you always sent me your work. Like from day one. Like even you post it or you be like, yo, John, like I'm working on this. What you think? And I used to always be like, I love it. But you know what? It's your style. Like it's not the Rahmani Holt that I know.
Yeah.
It's what I'm saying? Like it's something in it that I'm like, it's missing. It's missing not a soul. 'Cause I think all art needs a soul, and it has a soul, but it needs to be like to turn and be like, this is it. And like now, like I can say like watching like my brother like just work on a level that's just really deeper. I'm just like, yo, this man really has developed a sound. Like he's developed the voice, he developed the soul, and it's like I can't. Like every time he sends me something, I'm like, shit. Like this man has a voice. Like I think that's beautiful, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, no, bro. For not even for you, but for both of y'all. Like every time y'all send me something, like y'all developing y'all voice. Like I think for me, like as a person, like as an artist, not like taking myself like forget CEO, founder, like trying to elevate it or advance it. But I think as a like basic artist, man, like I feel like I went through a time in my life where like I didn't feel free. Like I didn't feel like how I was in a bad state. Both y'all know.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we'll get into it when we get deeper in different conversations. But like I just made this to really I want other people to not feel how I felt. Like I just really I was in a really terrible place and I was really down, really bad, and I just don't want anybody to ever feel like how I felt as a person. And I just, I love creating, and the fact that like it gives me pleasure to know that like I'm advancing culture, like I'm doing something that nobody else is doing. Like I have ideas that nobody has ever done, and I feel like I've watched not everything but a lot, and the fact that like I'm creating shit that like nobody has done, like Basquiat hasn't done, or Scorsese hasn't done, or Spike Lee hasn't done. Like that means like a lot to me as a black man, as a person. That means a lot to me. And my goal of free and my goal of everything, this is a creative collective. Like I want us to be in the same level how we look at our future. How we look at Taylor Gang, and we're gonna get into that. The trap in Chicago. You know how we gonna get into this, all of this, like
to all the juicy.
Yes,
everything.
We just looking at the basic concept, but it's deeper than that.
It's all being free is more than just scratching the surface. It's about digging deep.
Yes,
it's about really challenging yourself. It's really about asking yourself, are you free?
And 100%. And
this is what I wanted to say.
Go ahead.
To be free is to love yourself.
100%.
Down like
not even, and I'm gonna take it not even to love yourself, but to be okay with yourself.
Yeah,
not even just to be okay with yourself, but just to be one with yourself.
Yeah, be one. Like we gonna get to it. We gonna come back later. But like, why I love Tyler the Creator, because like he says what he says. Like I'm gonna make a nigga a ham sandwich until he pass out. Bruh. We look at it and we laugh, but he mean it. Like what I'm saying? It's a soul that's in it that makes us all like laugh at it, but really appreciate that work, that artistry in it.
And he said stuff like, it was like this video. He was like, "I'm a table, and nobody can tell me I'm not a table." Like stuff like that. It's just real. You
know what I mean? Like we all, man. Oh, before we even get to that,
let's try to get back on track.
Y'all know man, that's what the beauty of conversation is.
I make both y'all hand sandwiches till y'all pass out, man.
As you should. That would tell you. As you should. But like, after this, I don't even have nothing else on this. But we all have been waiting for like what 2-3 years, not 2-3 years, but I'm slicing it, but like 2 years on that Kendrick Lamar.
It's been some time.
Last
album he dropped was senior year.
Damn,
was 2017.
Damn, was our senior
so
year.
It's longer than 2 years.
Yeah, we graduated our 2017.
Yeah.
Monty is a real stan of Kendrick Lamar.
Topic, okay. Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I feel like with this album, you have to have a clear mind when you listen to it.
Absolutely.
You can't compare it to Damn, To Pimp a Butterfly, Good Kid, Mad City, because you're not gonna get that.
You're not.
That's
Yeah.
old Kendrick. We know this. So you have to listen to it like I said, with a clear mind. And I did that, last night, and I fucked with it. Like I really like this album a lot. My favorite songs I would have to say is Auntie Diaries or Mother I Sober. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, those two is what stuck out to me the most. But like me when I listen, and not to be biased or whatever, but like I can listen to the whole album like straight through without skipping a song or anything. So I fuck with it.
Yeah, I definitely fuck with this album, man. Back to what you were saying about having an open mind with listening to this album. This album, he opened up about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things. Like, that's happening even in his life. Or
Real
like
time.
everybody else's life. Like,
Real time.
relatable things, right? And me personally, I really like this album. One of my favorite songs has to be Purple Hearts. I feel like that's a hit to me.
What do you think? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll ask my question after.
Nah, you good. But one of my favorite songs is Purple Hearts. The way that song, baby, hey bro, that baby with that shit was just hitting. The one thing though that I can't stand though.
Be real.
Yeah, be real, son.
Is these like Kendrick haters, man. I still go on social media and
I think he's about to talk about the album.
Nah.
That's deep.
I fuck, but
No, can I? Before you even get to the Kendrick haters, can I?
Go ahead.
And
I have nothing to say about it. Well, I'm gonna say my point for a second, and we're gonna get back to you. I haven't listened to the album yet. I heard like 2 songs. It takes me a minute. Like again, like me and Monty, we've been talking about this. Like
we talk about all kinds of music.
we do, but I just really understood Good Kid, Mad City, and that shit has been out for like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
I just got it.
Classic.
I have not gotten Damn yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I got Good Kid, not Good Kid, Mad City, To Pimp a Butterfly. I just started listening to Section 80. And like I'm seeing it in a completely different light. What's the mixtape? Overly Dedicated?
Yeah, that's I feel like that's probably like,
brother, I haven't listened to a body of work. The last body of work that I feel like resonated with me was the Sons Tyree, Isaiah Rashad, and Lutz. What's the West Side Part 2? But Overly Dedicated has been resonating with me to a mental and emotional point.
That's what's up.
It's crazy. But I do think with this new album, I'm excited. In a way, I'm scared because it's a completely different perspective that I just don't think that I'm ready for. Which is it's gonna take me a minute to get to it. So that's why I'm probably not gonna listen to it until like a month or 2 from now. But I'm love hearing your points.
Nah, don't get me wrong. That's really smart because I tend to do that with some albums.
Yes,
because
absolutely.
A lot of people will hype an album oh my god,
I have to wait.
And then like you listen to it and it's like it don't really live up to the people's hype. So
Yeah, you don't want nobody's opinion to influence.
Yes, absolutely. Like I respect Monty's and Jordan's opinion and Shamari's, who's not here right now, or like
he'll be here.
Yeah, he will be. You have to meet Mari. Mari is a soul.
Bro being.
Yeah, he's crazy. I love this nigga. But
family.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. But it's just crazy, like that we have that. But I forgot my point. What was I about to say?
Nah, we was talking about.
I'm sorry.
We was talking about how you wanted to listen to it like a month later, and then like
before that.
You was talking about how you just got a grasp of Overly Dedicated.
Before that. Yeah, I know. We want to go deep. I know. Somebody go look at the chat. Like, they're not looking at the chat. They're going to look at this like, yo, John, this nigga be losing it.
It's John, my boy. You're geeking right now. Like, nah.
I'm geeking.
Yeah, you are geeking.
Nah,
I forgot my point. Yeah, I know.
I mean, you'll come back to it, but let me.
You keep talking.
Yeah.
I'll come back to it.
Hold on.
You wanted to say something?
I was still on my point. before y'all.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Go ahead, rap.
Nah, but what I was trying to get to was like I really love the album. Mm-hmm. The only thing that's really like getting to me, and don't get me wrong, people are free.
Oh, the Kendrick fans. Yep. That's what I wanted to get. Go ahead, Jordan. Say your point. Say your point.
You're free to feel free. You're free to feel however you feel, right? But to be like, for him to really like be real deep, like he was really deep on this album. He opened up about a lot of things on this album.
To it and I know he went in.
But for people to really bash everything he's saying, talk about his mid, it's not all that. They don't want to really hear all that lyric.
Or just ask completely.
Like, and not even opening their minds to what he's really saying, the message he's trying to give out, the things that he's trying to make you think about, and people just looking past that. That's one thing. It's like, open your mind. View things from different perspectives. Really, like...
My bad, go ahead.
I mean, I'm about to be done, but...
I would say that's what the whole album is about, is perspectives. It's different perspectives.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Like...
But, going off of perspective, it's hard. Mm-hmm. Because, you have people who they don't want to think. It's like, why... During my time, like, if music is like this coping mechanism for me through a society is hard. Life is hard. I'm black. I'm a person of color. It don't matter. You could be Latina, Puerto Rican. It doesn't matter what the fuck you are. If you're a person of color, you're like, I'm struggling on rent. My mother is this. My father is like. It's hard. Why should I have to think during my time of entertainment? You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you need it. You should. Life is all a balance. Like, if life is both also perspective, it has to be a balance as well. How do you know how it means to be happy if you didn't know that you could be sad?
True.
How do you know that you were alive if you didn't know that there was a possibility that you could die? And I think that's why I love this album, and I haven't even heard it yet. I might hate it. Like, when I listen to it in a month or two, I might hate it. But it's the fact that I'm hearing the conversation, the dialogue, the fact that, like, as a person, you can't listen to this one or two times. Rap artists, rap artists now, but they release compilations. They release songs that they probably have done like 2 years ago, a year ago, 3 years ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, bro, this beat tough. Let me just add some shit on there that a nigga named Wookie just fucking wrote. Let me just add some lines. You know what I'm saying? And they made some shit. Put it on it. It sound good on the beat. And then we all bumping it like, I'm pushing P. Not the disrespect to Gunna. I love Gunna. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just real shit. Like, stuff like that. And then somebody, they did it. And now we all listening to it. And we all feeling it. We feel it because it's tough. But it's like, it ends when we hit stop. You know what I'm saying? We talk about it. We ain't talking about pushing P. We haven't talked about that shit for a minute.
Yeah, that shit died out.
Yeah, respectfully. Like, and I love Gunna and all of them, but
don't get me wrong. Unpopular opinion here.
No, bro, we don't. I don't give a fuck for popular opinion.
Speak your piece.
No, nigga, just talk. It's us.
I can't just say.
Yeah, I'm with you.
But like, people hype that song. That song was like,
it's beautiful.
That song,
it's really good. I love it. I think it's great.
Me personally,
I've been pushing P for a minute. I don't even know what the fuck you mean.
I think that song is trash. Not to discredit Gunna's album. I love that album.
No, the album is beautiful, though.
The album is great. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with that album. Free YSL.
Yeah. But I can't. Don't do all that. I don't agree with Fred, nigga. Yeah.
If they
can't
free
it to us backwards.
Keep them where they at.
Yeah, until we know full facts.
But nah, like on some real shit. Right now.
Yeah, real.
The album was good. I just feel like people was slicing Pusha P. That was like by far the worst song on the album to me.
Yeah, no, I mean but you're saying your point. But I think what it gets to in a regular sense is the fact that as people we have to be able to understand what's real. We had to be able to understand. You had to have the knowledge to know, like, it's some things that are important. Like, we can talk about chains. We can talk about, women in a derogatory manner. We can talk about all these things that don't exist, but at the end of the day, our lives as black men exist. You know what I'm saying? How we treat our women is a real issue. How we raise our kids is an issue. Like, yeah, you going to the strip club every day, but when's the last time your son saw you? And saw you in an image that wasn't what we, the masses, see you. That's the real shit. That's what makes a real nigga. And I hate to use the word nigga, but that's what makes a real nigga.
What you say?
What?
You was like,
oh, about like me not wanting to be a nigga, but a man.
Yeah, that's some shit right there. And another thing.
I'm sorry. Before you say that, Monica, you say that point, and so Jordan can get to his. Say the line that you told us.
What?
About not being a real nigga, but being a.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like explain it.
I mean, he just
say it.
He just said it.
Yeah. I don't want to be a real. Like, I don't want to be considered a nigga. Like, I want to be considered a man.
Yeah, a black man.
A black man.
Yeah, real man. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it's crazy because it's like we talking about all like these things, right? That like are real. People forget how real and precious life is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like
110%.
that shit. The fact that, and it's crazy because we talk about this a lot. Like, we talked about this a lot.
We talk about so much that y'all don't even see on camera.
But I remember when we said this. But how a nigga in our area got stabbed up over a chicken sandwich. That
you gotta give the context.
A Popeye's chicken sandwich that nobody's even in line for anymore.
No one.
I can literally walk into Popeye's, no line,
and get a chicken sandwich
with a lemonade.
Why you add with a lemonade?
No, it's real shit.
Yeah, it's real
if
shit,
you was during that time and you got not just a chicken sandwich, say if you got like, let me get a chicken sandwich, a 10-piece, fries. Niggas look at you like, this mother. If you was in a line, everybody be like,
come on,
this
bro. Like, damn. Yeah.
Like,
hurry up. Hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, like, we all here for chicken sandwiches. Yeah. Like, come on now. But, and like, Jordan brought up a good point, and we talked about it in, like, off camera before. But it's like, imagine dying for something that no one cares about, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
That shit literally lasted, bro. Did it even last a year?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Why, what you think? What do you think? It didn't last a year, in my opinion.
Nah, it was really short.
It was like, short. In theory, it was a short.
It was short because
it was a short battery. It was a short period of time. Go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah, like it wasn't even for a year, and I remember it wasn't for a year because the chicken sandwich was a limited time only.
It was. Yeah.
So the fact that, rest in peace to that man too, because that's not the way to go out for real. People out here just forgetting how precious life is. They don't really cherish life for real. They don't cherish the moments in life. They just want to show that they hard for real.
Yeah.
And it's like, that ain't it for real. We supposed to like really be out here loving each other, bringing each other up. Why would I want to see another black man down?
Yeah.
That shit crazy to me.
You good?
You got it?
I don't have it.
Oh.
Say what's happening.
Excuse us, y'all. We're just having a little technical difficulties. Just all.
While we wait, let's have a rap song real quick.
No. You want to talk about earlier? About the dude?
Bro, so much shit happened earlier, bro. They talking about the duty free.
We won't ever learn about the dude that happened earlier. I'm playing.
I'm gonna say no, real quick.
While we get back and understand.
Okay, so
technical difficulties.
It's like what? It's midnight right now. Me and Jordan just got off of work not too long ago, at like around 10. But earlier in the day, you talking about? I mean, the duty. Did he say duty zone?
He said duty free. All right,
yeah,
so
duty free.
basically, so he was old as shit. Don't get me wrong.
I believe he was like Russian or something.
I don't know what race he was. But it was just something. I'm gonna say some old dude. All respect to old people. I love old people.
Yeah, you don't want to be an ageist on here.
This old guy walks up to me randomly. It's like, is this a duty-free airport? And I'm like, nah. Like, tax here is 6%. He stuck his middle finger up at me and was like, fuck them. And I'm thinking, at first, when it happened, it sounded like he's like, fuck you.
Yeah, it caught both of us off guard. I was like,
for real? Like,
Monty, you was right there beside him?
Yeah,
all I heard was right, bro. We right next to each other.
All I heard was Jordan was like, for real?
Like,
and I was like, yo, this nigga just do that? What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
Yeah, like, I was about to handle that.
I thought he was like, fuck them. Or something like that. I was just like,
he was...
Okay.
You meet the weirdest people at the airport, let me tell you. But
they don't know where they going.
It was much funnier in the moment. Yeah. Y'all just had to be there.
But it was just...
Look, y'all better than me, man. Not better than me, but at the airport, you meet more people. Like, I worked at Chipotle at Iverson Mall. We're going to get into that in an entirely different episode. But...
Gotta perfectly pearl it, B.
Huh?
You gotta perfectly pearl it.
Yeah, we're going to get into that whole story and another different thing. But what we were talking about, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, we talking about Kendrick.
Yeah. We were talking about Kendrick. I just think I've seen a lot of posts. I've seen a lot of people, like, hating it.
L,
mid.
Trash.
Trash. I've seen a lot of people saying, like, this is something that you need to listen to 2 times. And it's a reflection on our generation, on our society. I think a lot of the times our society is so entitled to the point where they want to get something on the first term. And the fact that they can't pisses them off.
Yeah, they want to get it.
They do. And we were like that, but not knowing we were like that. Because if you think about Good Kid, Mad City, and I was talking to, both of you all about this, like, I didn't understand Good Kid, Mad City until I was in my early 20s. Yeah. And it came out when I was like 12, 13. Yeah. You're not supposed... I don't think Kendrick Lamar sat there and made this album, and him and Top Dog and Push, you know what I'm saying? All these major hitters at TDE sat there and thought, yo, everybody gonna get this first go. You mean these niggas sat there and knew that nobody was gonna understand this? Yeah. They knew that.
But shit, I ain't gonna hold you. Middle school, that album had me in a chokehold, bro.
Yeah, Good Kid, Mad City,
bro.
It didn't have me. It did not have me. I'm gonna be real. It didn't have me, bro. I didn't understand it until I got the CD. Until I played it in my car because my car does not have an aux. And I'm forced to play CDs all the way through. And that is where I really began to understand Kendrick Lamar in a sense where I've never had before. Yeah. That is like Good Kid, Mad City is one of the all hip hop albums. It's a beautiful hip hop album. And then I knew that was beautiful. I love To Pimp a Butterfly. Me too. And then I heard To Pimp a Butterfly on CD, no skips. And then I was just blown the fuck away. Because I've never heard a black man be so vulnerable on some tracks. I thought I did that on Good Kid, Mad City. And then I heard it on To Pimp a Butterfly.
It's tracks where he's literally just screaming.
Just, like, you don't even know the words, man. And it...
Yeah, it's a really beautiful album.
We gonna get into and I know where y'all probably looking at us and you're like, yo, what the fuck are they talking about? And I know we're cussing a lot, but it's like
it's free.
We're free. And then sometimes like I don't condone cussing a lot, but as a black man and as a black man who has vocabulary that's very extensive, there's some words that you just need to cuss to
it's like
get through.
When we come here, we're expressing ourselves. It's not. We're not holding anything back.
Nope.
We're not sugarcoating anything. We really out here saying how we feel, what we feel about it. All this is real. It's free.
It's real.
We just explain.
Back to what you said, John. You was like how our generation is like entitled, right?
Not our. I mean, I say our generation, but for those of you who are listening, I'm a school teacher. I'm not gonna tell you the school I teach at. But the school that I'm a teacher, I teach middle school. And I do think that not our generation,
young,
but especially the generation that is below us,
yeah, for sure,
is entitled.
But I feel like with them, it's like they look towards like Lil Baby, Gunna. I guess. I mean, I don't really listen to
be
these
real.
people like
Yeah, they do.
like Lil Baby, Gunna, Young Thug, and
Chief Keef.
Yeah, Chief Keef.
But not knowing the real Chief Keef.
I was about to say, I don't think they really like know Chief Keef, like,
and
how we did.
and I teach again, like I teach middle school, and like I'm sorry to cut you off, Monty, but like I have a scholar, and I call him a scholar. I'm gonna call him a scholar, and she asked me, can I play? Cause I play music from like school doors open at 8:30. They don't close till 3:30. I play music and the whole time. I never shut it off. And she's like, can you play Chief Keef? And I'm like, what song? And then she'll say some song that like is of this time. And I'm like, you don't know Chief Keef. Cause I'm like, if you I don't like Blew My High, you know what I'm saying? Like Wilt Chamberlain, Sorry for the Wait. Like if you Finally Rich. Like if you play songs, if you told me a song like that, I might consider you a connoisseur, but you are not. And it's just it's such an interesting time how I think about music, and like not even like Chief Keef, but like Tyler the Creator, you know what I'm saying, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy because we were in middle school. Our years where we were listening, like how we're listening to K-Dot, J. Cole, Drake, Tyler, A$AP Rocky, Joey Badass, Wiz Khalifa. When we were growing up, nigga, they don't have that. NBA YoungBoy, Lil Durk, and Lil Durk was out when we were in middle school.
That's the craziest thing to me. Lil Durk came out, bruh.
Like when we was in 8th, 9th, 7th grade, bitches and niggas, bitches.
Hello,
bitches.
Who was this? Like, come on now.
Yeah, nigga, yeah.
Nah, niggas got.
I don't even know what the point we were getting at. We've been going all over the place.
But we're talking about, the generations.
I'm so sorry, but Monty,
y'all good.
I'm sorry, I went off the top, but our generation is very entitled. They really do not know where this shit comes from. They think that them hearing something is something that they're the first ones to hear. And I remind them every day that they are not. Go ahead, Monty. See what you got to say.
No, it was just like, it's like they enjoy like microwavable shit.
Oh,
like stuff that just comes like that. But and I'm not trying to say like it's a bad thing. Like the stuff you like, listen to what you want to listen to. But don't diss and put down those that are trying to like be mindful and like open your mind. Like don't compare Kendrick to like a
NBA
YoungBoy, because they're not on the same level. They're two different people, two different mindsets, grew up two different, backgrounds,
Yeah. One person saying like, what's a deep ass Kendrick Lamar line? All of the lines are deep.
No, it's this one that I always like keep in the back of my mind. It's from his song Faith, and he was like, I'd rather live like there isn't a God than to die and find out there really is. And when he said that, I was just like,
I'm sorry, Monty. Can you say that line one more time?
All right, yeah. So he was on the song Faith by Kendrick. He was talking about God, and he was like, I'd rather not live like there isn't a God than to die and find out there really is. And when he said that,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop you.
Go ahead.
Now you hear what Monty just said. Y'all hear it, and I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006. Do you see how the difference?
It's a total difference.
And what we're talking about. And I'm not saying this to diss NBA YoungBoy. I love YoungBoy. He's one of.
We listen to Playboy Cardi.
And
he says absolutely nothing.
And it's not. No one cares about lyrics. No one cares about authenticity. Like Monty says some shit that. Really,
that's some deep shit.
Made us think. We can have a whole not web, but like a podcast episode on what Monty just said.
Just that one lyric.
Just the one lyric. And the fact that I rang off a lyric. Jordan rang off a lyric. We can't talk about that for an hour. The fuck? Like, that's what our generation.
Yeah.
That was off Damn too, right?
What I just said?
Yeah, Faith.
Nah, Faith is
Faith is
that's
old.
like old Kendrick.
Oh!
He's probably not hip, but
Time out now.
He not hip.
All right, hold on, for the record. Determined?
bro, I don't.
Oh
okay,
shit!
bro.
See, now you better start bringing up
we
weird.
can both go back and forth. We put each other on to so many different sides.
All of us.
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
but
What's up with y'all?
nah, it's like I just want people to be open minded when it comes to listening. You don't even have to listen to Kendrick. Like, listen to whoever you want to listen to, but just be open minded. If you do listen to Kendrick Lamar, you know he's a grown man with 2 kids.
He's a grown man with 2
Married.
kids who has been in this industry for 2 decades.
Yes, bro.
Actually not look into it, but when he says a lyric, actually question it. Like, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. Not just listen to it and be like, too much. Nah, you might.
To me, one of the best feelings is like having your mind blown by something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. It is, and we can get into that a little bit deeper in different avenues, because then with that you can bring up the spiritual, religious component. But the best feeling to me is having your mind blown. Yeah. About something. Being able to watch something or listen to something and you be like, I did not see that.
Yeah. It's crazy too how you said that. And I was on the phone with one of my friends like one night, right? And they was breaking down the plot of a show. They was breaking down the plot of Attack on Titan, right?
That's deep.
And as they was like explaining the plot and explaining the details and explaining like different meanings of the show, I'm literally like just sitting in my room like, damn, that's some real, like, the creators really like was in their bag thinking of like how we gonna fuck everybody's minds up.
Yeah, why?
And when it was all broken down to me and I seen it, I'm like, yo, like that. It really challenges how you think, and it opens up your perspective. It really makes you look at things differently, and you're more mindful of a lot of stuff that's going on in the world. So
yeah, real shit.
That's why.
My bad.
I was about to conclude it with. That's why, like, what you said was like having your mind blown is like one of the best feelings, because it's like you learning something. It's like you gain something. It's like you really leveling up when you really challenge yourself.
And you add to your you're already like the knowledge you had in your head. You add on to it. Yeah. That's what knowledge is all about. Knowledge is infinite, but what makes it like really bad is that sometimes people don't like add to what they already know. Yeah. They'll just be like, oh, what I know is dumb. And then just take what this random motherfucker who I don't even know from a can of paint just, does. That's what makes art beautiful.
Rahmani? But now I was just gonna say, I mean, if you haven't watched it, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
You're not sorry. Fuck, man.
We we watch the show Atlanta, by Donald Glover, and man,
every episode, I haven't missed one. Every analysis, like, man, go ahead.
It's crazy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Real quick.
Go ahead.
Love Childish Gambino.
And it was game one, of course. That's a whole different episode.
I've been with Donald Glover since Freaks and Geeks. Okay.
Yeah. Little segment. But Atlanta. So the last episode, the way Donald Glover, like Childish Gambino, the way he breaks it down and talks about like not necessarily like just not race, but like.
Yeah, it is a race.
I mean, race.
100% race.
My bad. Race. That shit race. But more specifically, like mixed people.
white people.
Yeah, white people as well. And I just thought like the episode was just so interesting. And
Which one? Which episode?
the latest one.
Oh, yeah. Don't tell me, nigga. I know what you're talking about. They don't know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Episode 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 9. And Kevin Samuels was on there.
R.I.P. Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, rest in peace. And yeah, I just thought the way that the show was broken down was just so interesting. Like when I was watching it, I was just like, because I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't seen it.
They haven't seen it by now. Spoil it.
Ruthless.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, okay. Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched it, skip
It's
ahead.
going to show where you can skip to.
Yeah, skip ahead a little bit. I don't know about that. I'm not that good at editing.
Man, no. Spoiler alert.
Well,
like,
shit. Spoiler
Nah,
alert.
Jordan was like, "It's going to show. It's going to show." But nah.
Hey, I guess, hey.
Yeah. So like, it's
That
Kevin
joke.
Samuels, and he's like, I guess, alumnus, right? That's alumnus. How you say it?
Technically,
Yeah, alumnus.
alumni. Yeah, alumnus, alumni.
Yeah, one of those alum motherfuckers.
He's
But,
loved
yeah, so he goes back to this high school. He changes the name from like I guess it was like
It's Stonewall Jackson.
Yeah.
Which is a school in Virginia.
Mhm.
Real shit. I played a school called Stonewall Jackson.
Oh damn.
And the school his name is Robert Esley.
Yeah.
It's a school that used to be in Virginia named Robert E. Lee, which is
Yeah.
Robert.
I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, Robert is a Confederate general
Mhm.
during the Civil War.
Yeah.
So he changed it from Robert E. to Robert S. Gambino's a genius, but go ahead, keep talking.
Yeah. So he changed the name and everything, and he gets all the students into the auditorium, and like the way. Okay, so he gets all the students into the auditorium, and he's talking about, he talks about the name change, and he talks about how he's going to pay for everyone's college tuition if they're black.
Yeah,
And
lean
when he
forward for that
said
shit.
that, I was like,
If they're black,
yo, that was crazy.
that's genius.
Watching all the faces of the white people just go from smiling and laughing to
Nigga
like,
kissing his
damn.
girlfriend and shit.
yeah. He was like, "Oh, I'm finally about to get into school
With his
Nah.
girl, who ends up cheating on him.
Yeah,
That's wild.
But the episode, all in all, the episode like just plays on like how some mixed people kind of like switch it off and on their whiteness or their
They do.
blackness to what would I say to
fit the need of
yeah
the situation.
to fit the need of the
Like,
situation.
I mean, like, I know Monty, I know you went to Morgan, which
Yeah.
is HBCU, and then you went to Towson, Towson is a PWI, but
Yeah.
in actuality, bro, it's
a lot of black people
it's
still
hella
there
black
though.
people. And Jordan went to Lincoln, and I think, like, out of all of us, like, I went to a school that was, like, white. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dominantly white.
That's just white.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, like, that's what you saying is like, is real shit. Like, I've met white people who, well, not white people. I met people who I would look at like as black, who don't see them really to like black. Like, you reach out to give a nigga dap, they give your ass a fist bump. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've met people like that. Like, I met people like, damn, girl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, if your ass had some motherfucking, like, somebody be like, what you ever see in your cup? Hypnotic? Not hypnotic, but like Hennessy. Like, Hennessy? You put some hypnotic in your cup, niggas look like, hypnotic? I'm like, how don't you know that? You don't know that and hypnotic makes their Hulk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's little stuff like that, but it's just, go ahead, Jay.
So now I'm about to say, I remember me and Mike took a trip up to your school, and it was like,
That's a whole different episode.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about what happened.
we're gonna talk about what happened, but I
that's
just
a whole different
know,
episode.
I just know the whole energy was different.
Yeah, it was
Like the
definitely-
whole everything up there was just different.
It was 100%. No, you good.
But
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mon.
no, y'all didn't cut me off or anything. But yeah, back to like this episode. So, and like, it's about this boy. I think his name was Aaron. I think or something like that. I don't really
It's not black,
yeah,
but it ain't white.
yeah,
Because Hank Aaron,
yeah.
Oh, you know who Hank Aaron is?
I don't think so. No.
What?
Hank
I don't know
Aaron.
who Hank Aaron
No, I don't think so.
Hank Aaron is the greatest black baseball player to ever live.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about baseball.
He broke Babe Ruth's home run record. Nigga hit it's like over 7-6.
Yeah, I never heard of him before.
See, look, talk to me about football.
I know.
Talk to me about basketball.
Hank Aaron.
Talk to me about track.
He did this shit without steroids. But technically, you know how niggas love Barry Bonds, but Barry Bonds took steroids. But Hank Aaron is that. He's the greatest black baseball player to ever walk the face of the earth, next to Josh Gibson and fucking Willie Mays. But this is me who loves baseball. But go ahead, keep talking. I'm sorry.
But so like the episode, like I said, plays on how mixed people tend to like switch it off and on when it benefits them. And towards the end of the episode, it's like the boy, he completely switched. I guess he completely switched to like blackness, if that makes sense.
He did.
Like he cut his hair, he got a line in his hair and all that stuff. You see him brushing his hair and stuff at the end.
He uses nigga as in GA instead of ER.
Yeah, in the beginning of the episode, he used ER.
And then called niggas, put black people monkeys. Ooh, he was.
Yeah, he was one of those, and like the way Gambino like ended the episode was just so funny to me.
Perfect.
Like, okay,
He's
so
genius.
The white girl like he's dating throughout the episode or whatever comes into the shop. It's like a year later. She comes into the shop, and she's like, just catching up with him and asking him how he's been and stuff like that, and then like he was just like as soon as she's like getting ready to walk off, he stops her and just like, I'm more attracted to you than I ever been before or something like that. And then it just cuts to him looking into the camera, smiling or something. And I was just dying. I was just like, because it plays on how they say, black men tend to like, love white women or whatever. Yeah. That's basically what that whole little part was about. And so like it plays on how he fully changed into a black, like he's his black side, his black self, I guess. And I just thought it was really interesting. I know I'm rambling, but yeah. Jordan, John, anybody? I'm dying here.
Sorry, nah. I have hiccups. I don't want to be hiccuping while I'm talking.
Oh no, you good.
But what Monty said is 100% like spot on. Personally, that episode that he's mentioning, me and my mother found that hilarious. Like just but what you're saying is real. I think this whole episode is just realizing like not even white guilt, but realizing how like people understand blackness when it impacts their whiteness. I'm hiccuping.
It's fucking you up. I can tell.
Yeah, I'm hiccuping like a motherfucker. But they realize that when like their blackness or their whiteness really impacts like their well-being or their state of the world. Like this last episode was really amazing because I knew that the black boy, spoiler alert, I don't care if you haven't seen it, okay, fuck you. But like if you like, you know what I'm saying. But like those people, like when me and my mother was watching it, I knew that the black boy, African boy that was there when he was flamethrowing the school. Yeah, I knew the black boy was gonna get shot. I told my mom that he's gonna get shot. It has to happen. And I told my mom the white he's not gonna have any trouble from it. Yeah. Like I told him the white boy he's not gonna get that scholarship because he's not black. He doesn't have the black culture. His father does, but he doesn't. I'm hiccuping. I know this is ruining. If I was on Breakfast Club, they would be looking at me like, "Hey, this is DJ Imp. We Charlamagne the God. We have a nigga who doesn't belong here, but he gets these hiccuping. But that's like no, like that's real shit. Like like this episode. So in the episode before this one, were the two best episodes of Atlanta.
Yeah, hands down.
Yeah, we'll talk about Atlanta. That's a whole different episode. Whole different episode. But like that, the most recent one was so deep. Like it was just amazing, and all the background with the people trying to be the Stankonia, the flag and the do rag.
The do-rag part had me dead, bro.
It even like the fact that like they was trying to how in his bedroom they had the monkey.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, like
I seen
all of that. Like that was deep, and he caught the monkeys.
It's like he discussed what was like he got across his message, like he got it across clearly, and at the same time made it funny, and it was crazy. Like and throughout, and it's like this part in the episode where Kevin Samuels and we've seen this dude in so many movies, but I don't know his name.
The person who's beside him.
Yeah.
Who's like, oh yeah, I know.
I can't think of his name, but it's like two other black dudes with Kevin Samuels.
He from sorry to bother you.
No.
It ain't even him.
Nah, it's
not.
I know who you're thinking of. It's
like,
not him.
Lakeith.
No.
I
know who you're thinking of, but
he wasn't. They wasn't.
Yeah, it's not him. I know who you're thinking.
But nah,
100%.
It's like this old. It's these two other old dudes along with Kevin Samuels, who the one who recently passed away, R.I.P. And like they're asking all the students to come into the I think it was like the gym, I believe, and like they're asking all the students to come in, and they're like questioning each student like on their blackness, basically like asking them questions like, what 6 things could you mix with Hennessy?
Make a beat on this pencil. With this pencil, make a beat. Yeah. Like, you heard about them black kids that got killed at that school? Like, how do you feel about that? Oh, this was terrible. And the answer was, that's a damn shame.
Yeah, it was stuff like that. And then
Hold your breath.
Another question.
For like 30 minutes. Not 30 minutes.
Another question that he asked, he was like, Bobby and Whitney or Jada and Will. I was laughing at that part. Because, like, I would have definitely chose Bobby and Whitney. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Nah, I'm picking Bobby and Whitney.
Because, to me, I feel like Jada and Will, and no disrespect to them,
That's a topic for another day.
But they kind of, like, appease to white people, if I could say that. Jada and Will. Would you like?
I mean, like, I see.
Controversial?
Nah. I feel what you're saying. I feel like that's.
Like, more people gonna look at Jada and Will before they look at fucking Bobby and Whitney.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying.
I concur with what Rahmani is saying.
Oh, what you gonna say?
They do.
You saying?
Everyone loves Will Smith. Mm-hmm. Like, Will Smith is what, like, Sidney Poitier back in the day was with black people. Like, what do you know why people like? You know why people accept black people in Hollywood? Fucking hiccups. It's because white people enjoy looking at Sidney Poitier. They weren't afraid by Sidney Poitier. They weren't afraid by Belafonte. They weren't afraid by all of them black actors in the 40s, 50s, 60s. They weren't afraid by them. But like, and Will Smith is like that now. Yeah. But we just don't know that because we don't know our film and theater history, which is a whole different concept for a whole totally different day.
Yeah. We have a lot for you guys.
So much.
What else y'all want to rap about? Or y'all think that's good enough?
I think that's a wrap.
It might be a wrap.
Yeah, so we're just going to end it here, guys.
I know this is... I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I know that this is... It sounds abrupt. We've been talking for like damn near 3 hours now. This is the Not For Sale podcast. I'm sorry. Don't mind my hiccups, y'all. I'm still growing as a man and general person. The theory about it. But this is Jonathan Arrington, founder, CEO. You have Jordan, graphic designer. You have Rahmani, who's the creative director. Please, to enable to support us and understand what we do. I'm sorry. Please.
You want me to
you have to take it.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I got you. Jesus Christ. So, thank you for coming to our very first podcast with Not To Sell, brought to you by Free. We appreciate anybody that does come and support us, come watch us, see what we're talking about. We're just trying to build a community of like-minded people that, wants to answer that question if they're free or not. We're here to help them open their mind, change their perspective, And by the way, go to our website, freefilmworks.com.
Yep.
Freefilmworks.com. Get our merch. You see, we all got the hoodie, the sweatshirt, the t-shirt.
We have shorts and our sweatshirts.
We have everything.
Shorts and t-shirts.
We got
tank tops and all that.
We got
and hats.
We got a beautiful film called Bump, made by my man John. We got an amazing film, Date Night, made by my man Rahmani. We have a lot coming for you guys, so please stay tuned. Yeah. Stay keep yourself notified. Follow our Free Filmworks Instagram page. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Keep in touch with us. We're here to help you. Help us, Yeah. We're a community.
And I know I'm hip. I have hiccups, but all of our social medias will be by all of us. And then all of the website will be up here, down here, left, right. I don't know where it's gonna be, but that is where it will all be. Please tune in, subscribe. Peace and love.
Peace.